Hi, I'm Sam Heifel from Entertainment Weekly. I'm here at Comic-Con with the cast and creator of Manifest, new show. I want to start with just where did this idea come from? Where did it originate?
Okay, I'll take that one.
Be good.
So I wish there were a sexy, mysterious origin story. The truth is, these guys have heard it. I thought of this idea driving in a minivan halfway between LA and Grand Canyon with my wife and 4 kids. I was just thinking about family and emotional storytelling. I was looking for a big idea. It hit me like a ton of bricks. A family that's torn apart and brought together again in the most tantalizing of ways. That was 10 years ago, by the way,
wow.
so sometimes it takes a while.
So just a message, guys, don't give up on your ideas.
Exactly.
The very premise of the show, it kind of freaks me out. Like, even just thinking about it, I get terrified of what if it happened to me? Like, it's terrifying.
Think about it every time I get on a plane.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that.
Every time.
That's even worse. But just generally, so people know. So you all, your brother and sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
That whole year
among a
makeup.
few others. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
You board a plane, and by the time it lands, you've missed like 5 years of everyone's life.
A moment or two.
This might be the scariest show coming to TV.
Should we add horror to like the
It's
list?
a hoot. It's a hoot. It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of the season is kind of dealing with like the emotional ramifications of that versus the mystery of like, where were they?
Uh-huh. You guys got it.
I mean, I think that's the balance that's going to happen in every episode this season. I think the balance of how do they move on with their lives? How do they get their lives back? You know, what do they do now? And what happened? And, you know, Michaela and Ben are going to go on this journey of discovering what in fact happened to them, and they're going to approach it different ways. They're different kind of thinkers. They're brother and sis. They love each other, and they're also, you know, they're best friends and best enemies, and but they think slightly differently, and I think that's going to be a strength in the end. I think.
Yeah, and I think what makes the mystery so great and relatable is that it's based in dynamics between the characters that you can relate to and sympathize with pretty easily.
I mean, it's a high concept drama about a very ordinary family dealing with something very extraordinary.
Yeah. Is the question of where they went, is that a season-long mystery? Is that a series-long mystery?
It's definitely a series-long mystery,
Okay.
and it's where they went, why are they back, and then there's really weird stuff happening to them now that they are back. We'll come to discover that many of the passengers from that airplane are experiencing strange things, hearing voices, seeing visions. Their lives will intertwine in unexpected ways, and a community, a family of sorts, outside of their immediate family forms between this group of passengers.
Yeah. How much do you all know? Like, how much of the story?
As far as episode 2.
So you have no idea where you went?
No idea. And, you know, it's something that we set up before with Jeff that, you know, on this particular project as an actor, I don't want to know. I want to discover it along with Ben and the audience. I think it's going to serve us in that kind of way.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know either.
Do you
But we're
have
going
a
to
wish
find out.
list? Do you want to like end up being superheroes with power?
I think that's kind of the nice part is that every passenger is going to have a very different wish list. Michaela's wish list is that it's God, and Mom is, kind of back to guide them. Ben's wish list is that it's just a scientific breakthrough. And then, we'll see what everyone else thinks.
How much has life changed for these two in 5 years?
I mean, hugely. I mean, huge. I mean, they're coming back to a world that looks very familiar, but it's completely different. They're strangers in a strange land, and they're going to have to try to navigate that and try to somehow, claw their life back or claw their way into a new life. But they're going to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
This isn't too much of a spoiler because you find all this out about 6 minutes into the first episode.
Sure.
But Josh's character, Ben, was in a marriage. His wife has moved on. Melissa's character, Michaela, was about to get engaged, or was she? It's an open question. She received a proposal right before she got on that plane. Her boyfriend/fiance has also moved on
With my best friend.
with her best
Oh,
friend.
no.
That's fine.
So there are two really juicy relationship triangles at the center of the show. But what I think is interesting is that it's kind of infidelity without any moral culpability. Nobody can be blamed for the actions they've taken. And now the moral question is, what should happen next?
What's fair to everyone.
Right.
Yeah. How much of their life before getting on that plane are we going to see? Are there flashbacks? Is it just kind of what you set up in the pilot?
Yeah, we use flashback a lot. So we're going to go back and we're going to see these people before certain moments of their life. So you're going to get that kind of rich history coming through.
Yeah. I'm really interested as a viewer because I feel like there have been a couple shows that have done like time jumps and, someone will have moved on or some sort of situation. Someone went off to another planet and came back and had lived a whole life. And I find as a viewer, sometimes I struggle to accept that someone has moved on, even with 5 years. I feel like it's going to be really interesting to see how viewers handle this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think these characters have moved on completely. I mean, I think they have, particularly the ones that stay behind, I think they're just now beginning to start to move forward in their life and accept that they're gone, that these people are gone, and then they come back. So now they've been interrupted again.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's theoretically the dream. You wish for the person back, and then they show up, and it's like, what now?
Right. What now? What now?
Right.
Yeah. What are you
exactly.
going to do when you have a second chance?
Yeah. Amazing. Manifest. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Yeah.